The ground sprinter maximizes its speed across the jungle floor, but from the shadows above, the aerial guardian closes the gap with terrifying velocity. The mother strikes first, a heavy aerodynamic blow that disrupts the predator balance and shakes its confidence. Welcome to the Amazon canopy, where one of the most fearsome aerial predators rules the skies, the harpy eagle. With claws up to 13 centimeters long, larger than those of a grizzly bear, this bird of prey is the embodiment of pure muscular strength. The unique facial disc focuses sound waves directly to its ears, turning this head into a flawless biological radar.
Despite a massive 2-meter wingspan, this giant can navigate through the dense jungle maze with astonishing speed.
The preferred targets of the harpy eagle are high-dwelling mammals, like the slow-moving three-toed sloth.
Once a target is acquired, a silent ambush from the heavens begins. Not a single sound is made. With a crushing force of 50 kilograms per square centimeter, the initial strike can snap the prey's spine instantly. Lifting an animal by its own weight is proof of the extraordinary lifting ability of this top predatory bird. But on the ground below, another force watches. The jaguar, the eagle's fiercest rival for ultimate survival. To secure the future, the solitary male must fly for miles, sending a powerful mating call across the vast wilderness. An extraordinary trait. Females are twice the size of males, allowing the pair to hunt different-sized prey efficiently.
The courtship begins with spectacular aerial dances, testing their coordination and flying skills as a lifetime pair.
As their hooked beaks meet, a lifelong pact of absolute fidelity is forged. They will stay together for decades. The lovers have chosen their kingdom. A new chapter of ultimate survival.
A female takes charge of the interior design, lining the cradle with fresh green leaves that act as natural insect repellents.
Weeks later, the ultimate prize arrives. 2 precious eggs that carry the entire future of this avian lineage. For 56 grueling days, the mother remains bound to the nest, enduring tropical storms and blistering heat. The male assumes the role of supreme provider, relentlessly hunting to keep the incubating female alive and well. Every delivery is a quiet celebration of survival, reinforcing the unbreakable bond between the 2 guardians. Then, a breakthrough. The shell cracks, signaling the arrival of a new generation of skylords. 2 chicks are born into the world, but the harsh reality of the Amazon canopy offers no guarantees for both. Nature operates on a brutal calculation. Only the strongest and most aggressive chick will receive the majority of the food.
Siblicide is a common tragedy here. The younger chick succumbs to the cold logic of resource limitation.
Now alone, the surviving chick becomes the sole focus of the parent's immense hunting energy. Demands grow daily. The male must hunt larger, more dangerous canopy mammals to satisfy the growing appetite.
Protein fuels rapid growth. In just a few months, the chick will match the size of its father.
Under the watchful eye of the queen, the young prince prepares for the true trials of the wild jungle. Eyes that can spot a mouse from miles away are now fully adjusting to the complex depths of the forest. Every storm is a lesson in balance. The young raptor must learn to hold its ground against the elements. Safe within the high fortress, the lineage seems secure. But danger in the Amazon can climb from unexpected places. An uneasy peace settles over the canopy. A silent predator from the ground is beginning to track the nest. Leaving the fortress under the protection of the female, the male sets off for another vital hunt. A brief moment of serenity before the sky and the earth collide in a brutal battle for survival. Miles away, the male eagle locks onto a dangerous target, a venomous serpent moving through the undergrowth.
With a flawless strike, the serpent is neutralized. A rich prize to bring back to the growing family.
But at the fortress, disaster is climbing. Driven by desperate hunger, an apex land predator invades the sky.
The queen fights with everything she has, but the sheer weight and power of the ground assassin are overwhelming.
The impossible has happened. The sanctuary is breached, and the mother of the nest is violently carried away. The male return stalker lingers in the air.
Driven by pure instinct and fury, the King of the Skies launches an immediate retaliatory pursuit.
Weaving through the dense maze of wood at breakneck speed, the eagle tracks the predator path. There's no escape. The aerial predator is closing the gap with the leopard, which is running at breakneck speed.
Locking onto the target, the eagle prepares to unleash the full crushing force of its ultimate weapons.
The apex predator of the ground realizes it is entirely outmatched in this territory. Standing as an impenetrable shield, the male eagle forces the wounded jaguar into a frantic retreat. Left alone in the high fortress, the vulnerable chicks face an immediate enemy, gnawing hunger, their tiny cries echoing into the danger. Left alone in the high fortress, the vulnerable chicks face an immediate enemy, gnawing hunger, their tiny cries echoing into the danger. Deep below, an opportunistic stalker listens. The desert-born caracal, a master of high leaps, detects the acoustic trail.
With hearing fine-tuned to the slightest vibration, the predator pinpoints the high canopy target with absolute mechanical accuracy.
Driven by pure predatory opportunism, the feline begins a vertical ascent, breaking the boundaries between ground and sky.
Climbing with effortless agility, the intruder breaches the lower canopy layers, approaching the crown of the Sky Kings. So has successfully reached the summit of the ancient fortress. Horrific separation. One child is taken, while the sole survivor can only watch the unfolding tragedy in absolute helplessness. With its prize secured, the caracal quickly retreats downwards, eager to escape before its owner returns. Back on familiar ground, the feline sprint begins, vanishing into the maze of fallen logs and dense ferns. The raid was clean, silent, and devastating. The apex predator of the ground realizes it is entirely outmatched in this territory. Standing as an impenetrable shield, the male eagle forces the wounded jaguar into a frantic retreat, goes from whence it came. The battle is won, but the queen remains unresponsive on the cold forest floor. With unexpected gentleness, the male calls to his mate, trying to pull her back from the edge. A miracle of survival. The bond between them awakens the queen, her double crest feathers twitching back to life. Weak but determined, she rises. The sanctuary above is still in danger, and they must return a lineage. But the jungle is a place of endless opportunistic threats, and their absence has not gone unnoticed. Every second counts as they draw closer to the high platform where their chicks were left unguarded. The masters of the sky are returning to reclaim their throne, unaware of the secondary tragedy waiting above. The fortress comes into view, but a silent horror is already unfolding within its borders. The return is met not with relief, but with the chilling realization of a new nightmare. A secondary strike has occurred. The vulnerability of the Sky Kings has been cruelly exploited once again. Guardians return. The male and the injured female arrive side by side, expecting a peaceful reunion. The realization is instant and crushing. The mother's worst fear has materialized. One of her bloodline has vanished.
Male identifies the trace of the intruder. A declaration of total war echoes through the entire forest basin.
Manhunt, tearing through the canopy like lightning. Deploying their telescopic vision, the ultimate aerial search party tracks the dark, humid paths of the jungle floor. Fueled by pure maternal instinct, the mother pushes past her physical limits, refusing to let the thief escape. There it is. Miles from the fort, the fleeing predator is spotted in the open field, leading to a spectacular high-speed chase. A desperate stand.
The caracal refuses to yield its prize, fighting back with feline agility against avian power. But the king of the skies will not be denied. The male launches the final, decisive strike to reclaim his heir. The crushing force of the Sky King connects. Pain forces the thief to open its jaw. The ground sprinter maximizes speed, but from the heavens, the dual force of furious parents closes in with terrifying. The mother strikes first, a heavy aerodynamic blow that disrupts the predator balance and shakes its confidence. The ground sprinter maximizes its speed across the jungle floor, but from the shadows above, the aerial guardian closes the gap with terrifying velocity. A breathless battle for possession unfolds in the heart of the wilderness. No matter how fast the thief runs, the wrath of the Skylords is absolute. Velocity.
A coordinated pincer strike from above. The king and queen deploy their full predatory wrath to trap.
The sprinter on the ground maximizes their speed, but against the supreme masters of the sky, distance is but an illusion. A coordinated pincer strike from the heavens. The eagles launch a ruthless assault to force the thief into a corner. The mother strikes first, a warning blow that disrupts the predator's balance and shakes its confidence. Breathless battle for possession. The cat fights back with feline agility, but the Skylord demands absolute surrender. The crushing force of the Sky King connects. Ultimate pain forces the thief to open its jaws, dropping the stolen prince. Dropping the child onto the soft grass.
The thief is vanquished, running for its life.
Secured within the royal grip, the stolen child is lifted back to the heavens where it truly belongs. A triumphant return to the crown of the world. The double tragedy has been averted by the unyielding power of the pair. The fortress is whole once more. Guarded by the unyielding kings of the canopy, the future of the lineage is completely secure. Sanctuary, the family is reunited. The cradle is whole again, guarded by two unyielding sentinels. The lessons of survival have been written in blood. From this day forward, the fortress will never be far from over. But the future of the vipers and assassins has met its match in the sky. A sleepless night for the ultimate guardian. No shadow will move without the king's permission. A new morning brings a clean slate to the high fortress. A quiet pause in the endless cycle of the wild. The wounds of the past are healing, replaced by the hardened resolve of an apex predator that knows no fear. The hunt never stops, but the kingdom is now locked down. Every boundom, a vast, green, dangerous paradise where only the most adaptable can claim the throne. Milestone is a victory against the harsh odds of the jungle. The heirs are preparing for their own sky trial. Months of intense protection have passed. The young prince has grown into a powerful, fully fledged master of the canopy.
The wings are ready, but the mind must find the courage to take the ultimate leap of faith into the open sky.
Branch hopping is the first step. Learning to navigate the vertical maze before claiming the open air above. The parents watch proudly from above, their long duty of constant protection drawing to a beautiful close. With a single focused look, the target is chosen. The moment of truth has officially arrived for the young lord. Leaping into the void, the young eagle spreads its wings, breaking free from the gravity of the nest forever. Flight achieved. The sky opens up to welcome a new sovereign, soaring high above the dense world below. Instinct takes over perfectly. Every aerial maneuver is a celebration of millions of years of evolutionary design. The final test of a true lord, the first hunt. A test of precision, speed, and unyielding focus.
Success. With a single perfect strike, the young raptor proves it is fully capable of feeding itself in the wild.
A voice that echoes through the trees, announcing to all below that a new Chow King has officially claimed the sky. Their mission is complete. The ancient cycle of life continues, unbroken and stronger than ever before. A final passing of the torch. A family of kings, ruling the untamed wilderness with absolute power. The lineage is secure. Against the overwhelming odds of the jungle, A new Vuong trio has risen to claim the throne. The lineage is secure. Against the overwhelming odds of the jungle, a new Vuong trio has risen to claim the throne. Long live the king of the canopy, the absolute master of the skies, ruling forever over the ultimate wild paradise.